and good morning everyone. Today we're going to be recycling or upcycling junk mail. For this particular project I'm actually using my HelloFresh that you get. It's a meal that you get. You've probably seen the commercials. They actually send you recipe cards, and on the recipe cards they have a front and a back that's really not much but advertising. So I had kept a few of these, and I thought, how cool would it be to be able to recycle those into postcards or little small mini recycle canvases. So that's what I'm doing today. I just stuck them together, glued them, and folded them in half so they were a little bit thicker. You could use postcards that you get in the mail as junk mail. Really anything would work. I'm staying true to my 2016 goals of using what I have and trying to utilize washi tape, which is not something that I normally do. I'm using masking tape and washi tape just to help create a layered background. And typically when I do a project such as mail art, I typically will go ahead and do 2 or more at a time. And so that's what you're seeing here is another one that I'm also working on at the same time. I'm going ahead and putting some fluid gel medium down just to make sure that it stuck well. We all know that washi tape cannot be the stickiest tape, so make sure you dry in between layers. I'm using some gesso now just to prime the canvas or the substrate that we're using, and making sure that it has some tooth. These are kind of shiny, so I wanted to make sure that the paint wouldn't have a problem sticking to it. It also gives you an opportunity to cover up some of the background advertisement as well, and so that doesn't show through for you. Here I'm going to use a Patty Tolly Parish stencil. This has been one of my new favorites. I'm using my Dilutions paint, which I haven't really played with too terribly much since I got, so I wanted to use that. I'm using the lime green there and the teal, and kind of mixing the colors a little as I go, and creating a nice background layer there. For the one with the other one that I'm working on, I'm using, I believe this is a Donna Downey numbers stencil. And guys, whenever you have extra paint, don't waste the paint. Go ahead and put some marks or however much paint. Use your stencil to create a new background in a journal or something, an envelope you're going to do. That way you're not wasting. Here I'm going to use this lovely hot pink color, Dilutions, and this is a Tracy Bautista Designs. It has several different designs all on the same stencil. I was gifted this Shelly. A friend of mine on Instagram actually gave me this as a Secret Santa gift one year, and I've really enjoyed using it. And then going back with my journal with that pink just to make sure I'm not wasting any of that beautiful color. I'm going to take my Neo Color 2s now, and I'm actually going to scribble right on top of all the layers that I've already done, making sure that they're dry, and then going back and activating that with the water to give some nice color to the background. Same thing here. I think I'm actually using 2 colors on the second one that blend together kind of for a nice purpley color. And then I'm going to use Stays On ink and stamps from Las Vegas Stamp Company. You can get them without the foam or with the foam on the back. I got them without. I kind of like the randomness of it. I'm going back with a little bit of gesso because this is a background. I want to make it fall to the back a little bit and create some visual interest with the white. And I do that on both of these as I go through. If you notice, I rotate quite a lot as I go through each project. Now I'm going to take out my Stabilo awl and make a few marks as I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I put some of my stickers, which I've talked about several times in my video. These are stickers that I make. That's my actual artwork that I've copied and printed on sticker paper, and then I cut it out in the silhouette. I love circles, so the circles kind of spoke to me. I tend to stay with as close to the same color palette, so most of my stickers and artwork will go, with just about any of the stuff that I do. So it's nice to have those stickers as just something quick that you want to be able to use. I'm using the Stabilo awl to add a little shadow and definition, and then I had some music sheets that I had cut circles out of with my silhouette, and I had those close by, so I thought it would be nice to kind of break up the same type colors on the background and actually put those circles in there. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going back with the gel medium just to make sure it's good and stuck as well on the top and the bottom. Here I'm going to go and just think of an idea or try to utilize an idea with canvas on the second one. That's not going to come to fruition, but I kind of showed you guys that sometimes when I can't think of what I want to do, I just kind of play with it and then set it to the side until I can determine exactly what I want to do. So I put it to the side. I'm going back here with those Neo Color 2s that you saw me use just a little bit ago and adding a little color as well as shadow to the music sheet circles. I didn't want it to appear just like it was a piece of stuck paper onto the thing, so adding that, a little bit of gesso for a highlight, in the Neo Color 2s kind of make it intertwine with the piece, opposed to if I had just stuck it on there, then it really wouldn't look like it was part of the piece. So I'm going back with the Stabilo awl, activating that with water to create a little bit of a shadowy border, darker border around it. And I decided to put a few little dots at the bottom because I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to do. And then I decided to use the Believe stamp, which is a Donna Downey stamp that I believe I got for, can't remember where I purchased it, but they're large words. I'm sure you've seen a few of them. I did them on deli paper because it collages well and just tore around the edge. Here I'm gluing it down with some matte medium, and I use Stays On ink so it's waterproof. Just making sure it's good and stuck. I'm going to go back now with Stabilo awl and my pen and just make it pop a little bit, making sure that I add any doodles or outlines that I feel like it needs. And then I'm going to stick, this is a piece of recycled paper that I had from an invoice, and I'm going to stick that with a glue stick right onto the back so it's plain white, trim around the edges there, and that will be used to address to whomever I decide to send this to. I actually sent it to a YouTube, another YouTube art friend of mine, and hopefully she loves it. So guys, the second one I did include in the pictures. It is a quirky bird from